One of South Africa's most respected public intellectuals has just made a statement that very few people are willing to say out loud. He said, "Black voters are the reason this country is falling apart." A few years ago, it would have been unimaginable for a black professor at the Faculty of Political Science of a liberal English university in South Africa to say something as politically incorrect as this. But the political and economic decline of this country has now reached a point where uncomfortable facts now trump feelings. A little while ago, the local news and analysis platform The Common Sense published an extensive interview on the state of South African politics conducted with Professor William Gumede from the University of Witwatersrand School of Governance, as well as, of course, the Democracy Works Foundation, which is another organization that Gumede found. In the interview, Professor Gumede extensively discussed and outlined the full depth of the crisis that South Africa is experiencing as a result of the incompetence and corruption of the ANC. He outlined that what we have in South Africa at the moment is nothing short of a national emergency on many multiple levels, and that the general public does not yet realize or even grasp the true depth of this crisis and how it impacts their very own lives. He highlighted how the fact that we have all become poorer and how much the people of this country suffer under incompetence and corruption and downright carelessness on the part of the government, even the current GNU government. But then, towards the end of the interview, Professor Gumede himself, undoubtedly one of the country's leading intellectuals, makes a profound admission. The reason these evil and corrupt politicians stay in power decade after decade after decade is that the black voter simply won't stop voting for them. 96% of all black voters has in every single election voted for the ANC and will never vote for a party other than the ANC, or of course one of the ANC's offshoots like the EFF and the MK party. The vast majority of South Africa's political opposition or opposition parties today exists solely because their leaders were kicked out of the ANC previously. Professor William Gumede has long been one of the absolutely outstanding voices of reason when it comes to a political scientific field in this country. Born in 1970 and raised mostly on the Cape Flats by his single mother, he went on to complete his master's degree at WITS, the University of Witwatersrand, as well as his PhD at the London School of Economics. Since then, he has not only taught as a professor at the universities of Stellenbosch and Witwatersrand, but he has also founded two think tanks, the Democracy Works Foundation and the Institute for Social Dialogue. While he was still studying in the early 2000s. He worked as a journalist and during that time became increasingly concerned about the corruption, incompetence and centralization of power through cadre deployment under the African National Congress. He gained a reputation as a staunch critic and anti-ANC intellectual, staunch critic of course of the ANC policy in 2005 already, when he published his book entitled Thabo Mbeki and the Battle of the Soul of the ANC. In this book, he described the Mbeki government as a corrupt regime implementing black economic empowerment to benefit a few politically connected elites within the ANC while oppressing everyone else. That was more than 20 years ago already, and since then, the scope and reach of black economic empowerment and the corruption that comes with it has gotten so much worse than it was under Mbeki, as Gumede also pointed out in this most recent interview with The Common Sense. In the same interview, he also highlights the fact that the poor black masses in this country are the single demographic that has actually suffered the most under the cynical and corrupt ANC, which is something we have also, of course, pointed out again and again and again on this channel. And so while Gumede's criticism of the black ruling elites in this country isn't new in and of itself, what made his most recent interview so penetrating was this one explosive claim that the sole blame for the suffering that South Africans have continued to experience at the hands of the government for the past 3 decades falls squarely in the black voters themselves. Voters who continue to fall for the blame-shifting tactics of the ANC and its daughter parties, the EFF and the MK. Take a look at what he said here.
They don't say they have caused like the lack of jobs or the collapse of the state or collapse of private sector businesses. They say it's the whites. They blame the whites. They say, they're racist and they are the cause of all of your problems, and so on. And then you get also, your populist politicians, whether the EFF and the MK, again, they don't take responsibility for collapsing the state and collapsing state-owned entities and collapsing the private sector, collapsing public education and public health. They then blame it on apartheid, and so on, and then linked to that is also that voters, unfortunately, too many black voters still vote based on the past. They vote based on, well, my family voted for the ANC, I'm going to vote for the ANC. So they look at political parties still as a football club, like as it is Zulu or Kaizer Chiefs. You support your party to chicken and tin.
What Professor Gumede highlights is the fact that scapegoating tactics are the only thing that has ensured that the ANC and its daughter parties consistently maintain more than 2/3 of the vote in this country. He even goes as far as to say in the interview that the only thing that Pan-Africanist parties or Afro-Marxist parties need to do to stay in power is to accuse the opposition of racism, the magic word in this country. As soon as somebody is accused of racism, whatever he says cannot be taken into account and you have to vote for the one who claims not to be racist. And 96% of the voters, of the black voters, fall for it. He then suggests that the only way to turn this country around is to try and find a way to sway black voters to vote differently. Interestingly, the white liberal interviewer from the Common Sense then notes that he takes issue with Professor Gumede's analysis of black voting patterns, saying that there is a clear shift among black voters. But the hard reality is that there isn't. The data simply does not show anything like this at all. Until rational people in this country reach the point where we are willing to admit that the black voters are bringing this country to its knees by turning out and voting for the ANC and its daughter parties in election after election after election, and are absolutely refusing to vote for either the liberal parties such as the DA or conservative parties such as the Freedom Front Plus, we won't be able to find any workable solution to the challenges this country faces. Unless we as a country face this hard reality that our entire political destiny is ultimately being shaped by demographics, that every single election we hold is nothing but a racial census, we won't be able to even take the first steps towards healing and reconciliation and taking this country forward in any way, shape or form, whether that be economically or socially or whatever. Ultimately, we will have to face the fact that the model of multicultural liberal democracy has failed dismally in South Africa. And it is immensely encouraging to see that public intellectuals such as Professor William Gumede are now starting to say the exact same thing that we have been saying on this channel since the very start or since the very inception of this channel. It is only when we think through the logical consequences of what he is actually saying that we can start actively building towards a viable solution and a new political dispensation within this geographical area of Southern Africa where we find ourselves in. One that can finally liberate all of us, all of the peoples, all of the nations in South Africa from the structural problems that this country has suffered from both past and present. Here at the Willem Petzer Group, we remain convinced that once people recognize how these structural problems have served to bring us as a country down or as a people down, they will come to realize how desperately all the nations in this country need self-determination as the only solution to take them forward and prosper in this geographical area. This is something we highlighted in depth in a recent video, which you can view by clicking on this link appearing on your screen right here, and we highly recommend you watch that analysis to understand the concept that can actually make us free in this country. Of course, it is through videos such as these that we here at the Willem Petzer Group work to change the hearts and minds of people. And if you want to support us and to help us pay our researchers and invest in us in order to create more content such as this, simply follow the easy steps on the banner at the bottom of your screen to become a paying member of the Willem Petzer Group. Goodbye and God bless.